Is it good storytelling to have just a mystery that drags out for 99% of the movie and then becomes really obvious in the last minute? Is it actually a satisfying story? Because that's what this is, right? We have no idea who the ghost is, and we find out it's the brother in the last minute, and then the movie ends. And it's really obvious as it happens, right? There's no like big mystery to figure out at the end. But also, I don't think there are any real clues throughout the movie where you could figure it out halfway through. Is that satisfying to watch?
It takes skill to do comedy, right? It takes skill to do mystery as well. So if they're banking on like the big reveal, the mystery to be the selling point of the film, then there should be more layers added to the storyline, but there wasn't.
At a certain point, you're like, okay, this ghost is clearly here to like look out for the girl in this. There's like some type of like connection between the two, because like the first time she even walks into the house, she kind of senses a ghost. To me, throughout the whole movie, my whole mindset was it's just someone looking out for her. It could be like one of the girls that was like killed or something like that. Like I know the movie like kept like trying to push that idea, but it didn't give enough clues or enough like ideas that it could potentially be something other than just like one of the girls looking out for her, to be honest. And that's kind of like why when we got to the reveal of like it being the brother at the end, and it was just to be like, oh, like we could have probably done something a little bit more interesting with this, or like it could have gone in a little bit more of a interesting direction.
I absolutely like the reveal. It's more like the gold standard for twists or subverted expectations is Game of Thrones, right? The Red Wedding specifically, where when it happens, it's shocking. In the first time you see that scene happen, but then if you watch it again, you find all sorts of clues, and you see pieces being moved into position, and you see motivations being established, and you see different threads converging on this one event. And when it actually happens, it feels obligatory almost. It feels inevitable. In my mind, this is how you do it, right? This is how you do this big reveal, kind of that's shocking in the moment, but that makes sense in hindsight. It's always dangerous to say it has to be like this one thing, but there's a reason why that scene had such a big impact on everybody, right? When it happened in the show, which is that it's not simply a surprise. It actually, you watch it again, it actually makes sense, and it's really satisfying to kind of see the clues, and that's, I think, what I'm missing from this movie. The core of it should have been the brother kind of growing up at just the right moment and kind of beginning to care about other people, right? And there are a couple of lines in the movie that basically point towards this, but it's not like an organic growth in the character. You can say that, okay, this is the first time his sister has been in real danger, and therefore all the nonsense and sibling rivalries and puberty nonsense falls away, and now when it really matters, he cares, right? That's a fine thing, but it happens very quickly, and goes from 0 to 100.